Okay. What are you gonna do it if you really don't want to dance? I'm standing on the wall. Back up, forth. Tell me, what are you gonna do it if you really don't take a chance? La, da, da, da. I heard all the people say, Gage, what's going on? How you doing? Pounds, thanks for showing up. First in the chat, first in the chat. I shall get straight to it. Right away. Here's your John. What's up, home skillet? Pow. Give me the pound, cuz. We in here. Got us a couple clamperoos. And we're excited about the look of it. So we'll go ahead and start taking this thing apart right now. Gage, I don't know if I already said it, but thanks for being the first to comment on my post the other day. People don't really look at them. I don't want to go through the time of making it short. Hey, I'm glad to see it, man. I appreciate you posting it. I really do. Been a minute, John. How you doing, man? How you holding up? Been some weather around these parts. Well, this looks very piecemeal at this point. uh, Hopefully we got something inside of there that's worth the work. We're gonna go ahead to the saws. Start chopping this thing up. I think table saw might be the quickest, easiest way to get it all done. So I'm gonna scoot over there. Adjust my hat. There you go. That's better. Like a little tilt on my joint. You know what I mean? Ugh. All right. Come on. We're going over to the table saw station. But we're also gonna turn our lights this way. Because we're not just a shop anymore. We're a goddamn studio Hollywood show. All right. There we are. That ought to be good. Could get you a little bit closer. Let's see. A little bit closer to the Action Jackson. All right. What we got to do here, go off the bottom, get that straight. You know what I'm saying? In order to do that, we got to establish that that's straight. That's good. That's a 45. Now, let me show you real quick. Get this out of the way. All right. Here's another little secret trick, right? About lining up your sleds or lining up any sort of attachments or fences for your saws. Told you guys over there at the miter stations, right, that these saws, those blades line up with the lines on the deck. So what's parallel with that? Same with these saws, man. Everybody tells you to raise the blade, get the blade, but the blade at its very max, right, is still only this much above the surface. And then you're going to register from there to there, from here to here, right? Which is a very small window. But look what you have. You've got this from here to here. You've got this from here to here. Now, any and every single sled you can put on this table has to pass through those lines. They have to be dead parallel to each other. They have to be dead straight, and they have to be dead parallel to whatever blade comes out of that hole, because otherwise it wouldn't work at all, ever. So you don't have to register anything against this. If you're registering your cut, you can do it against these lines here. And if you wanted it to simplify even more, you stick a piece in there and measure straight to it. Over. Anyway, little tip from your Uncle Wes. Table saws are fun, but you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know what you're doing. So we're gonna shave just a hair off of this thing on this side. And we're primarily doing that in part so that we can match up what we've already got going here. And I got to square that side back there. And I'm going to be really close to this. And I know my back here is square, so that's what I'm going to reference. I got this sandpaper on here, and it's going to hold me tight. And that's what I'm going to reference. I'm not cutting all the way to the top. I'm just trimming off this little piece on the back side. I'm going to go ahead and pull my sled back, flip my button. I remember that little piece we put on where we split off our piece and then we super glued it back on and we put a little piece on to hold that in. We did pretty good cutting that off. Now I just got that little bit. I'm going to get my chisel real fast, slice that off because I don't want to try to micro do that with the blade. I'll know that square. I can cut this side next. Getting a little lesson in table saw physics from Uncle Wes. Also getting that excess epoxy off of there. Sweet. Very nice. All right. Important that we know we got square, flat edges because we're going to register against a flat edge that's going to be 90 degrees to that. So we can trust that. With any tilt, we got a problem. All right. Ready? Yes, you're ready. Raise that up a little bit because this time we are going to go through all of the material on the sled so we don't need stuff to bother stuff. Here we go. Second I'm done and through my material, I stop that blade and I stop that sled. Keeps me from getting extra little cuts while it's passing through on this side. Also saves the scrap. Nothing ever kicks that way. Now, I got a really good cut here. And I've got basically 4 square ones. But this cut was so important that it be square because now I register that on the sled and I can cut that clean. Rocking around the Christmas tree and a happy again, register to the back here on this fence that is 90. And then we also make sure we're tight over here. Is also good. Move all our excess crap. Hit the gas. I don't know how close we can get than that. A good cut. And we got a nice, safe piece of wood left that we can use for something. And we got 3 square edges on it. So, let's get back over here to the desk, shall we? I think we should. Oh, man, I didn't mean to do that to you. That's my fault. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I respect you so much more than that. I do. You light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. Just knew I was going to come back and that microphone was going to blink you unactivated, but you heard all of it. Ralt back in the building. Mike Osborne, what's good? Yo, Steve, what's happening? Man, my honey's handmaid, you should check that guy out. Some cool stuff going on over there. Gage, getting called to help dig out a hydrant. See you in a minute. Wow. Gage is a hard worker, man. Bro, do I have a dog? No, sir. I do not own a canine. I got cats. I should say we have cats. We're a cat family over here. You getting hungry? Heck yeah. You chilling? Right on. Right on. Chill on, brother. I'm glad you came through to chill with me. Thank you. Salute. Because you can be in your own shop doing your own thing. I appreciate it. I appreciate the time. So this is what we got, y'all. Now, let's see. Oh, good fit, good fit. Now something's, look at that. I'm getting a little gap because I'm getting a little touch right here. That little tiny piece. Ugh. See how narrow that one is next to it? Right there. Because we snapped, that's the piece we snapped off because it was so tiny. So now we're going to have to do the same thing again. We may just end up having to, I want to keep it there, but you know, it may not make it. Let's give it our best effort. And that may, our best effort may be with the file. File may be the answer for this. Let me turn it around so you can see me better without having to see me so much. You know what I mean? I'm going to just work that edge. Now, the nice thing about this feeder is it files really well. Makes all this great powder when it does. But it really files well. I'm going to do that to keep from accidentally cutting into my curvature on that. That would be a little bit tragic. Like it sands, something must really drive the wood in this process because it becomes very chalky in the sanding. Would be the best word I could describe it with, very chalky. Because it's a burl as well, so it's not a linear grain that you're dealing with in the first place. But I like that it can be sanded that way because you can do something that's delicate with a sander. You don't even see that? I'm trying to let you see that. Can you see her? Did you see her? Can you see her? Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Have you seen her? You remember MC Hammer made that song? Damn it, have you seen her? Wow. Did she have to leave and go away? Oh yeah. Oh, I need someone to lean on, 'cause I'm alone. I'm so glad to have you guys in here, man. I'll be losing my mind doing this without friends like you to cheer me on. And I have gotten some major support today. Well, period. This whole time, since I've been on YouTube. Some very cool people have come through. Generous with their time, generous with their likes, some even generous with their hard-earned dinero. Some generous with their materials, like all of these lovely materials came from Echo Woodcrafts. And I'm going to sand the crap out of this. I could try to slice it. It's a little thin. A little thin to be cutting. But even as I say that, I kind of want to do it. For your other sheaths, if you want the sheath grab to match, drill a small alignment holes in the blanks before splitting it. Use the pins for bolts for perfect realignment during the final glue up. Exactamundo. There you go. Mike, what up? John P. Yo, always in the building. My guy. Yo, that's what I like, man. That's what I'm talking about. The regulars. Shouts out to the regulars. We got to go back over there. I know. I got so much stuff over here. But it's all for y'all. Only about half of my shop was for my contracting business now. Huge bulk of it is so dedicated to studio-ness and a way to light for TV rather than just to light it. Let me put this right here so I can fix what I'm fixing. It's weird, man. but quite enjoyable. It's like another trade you're developing. It's like a different skill set. And like strangers pull up and tell you you're doing it wrong. It's wild. But I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it. Because of friends like you. Okay. The Adventures of West Desert. I have to raise that up a little bit, right? About, yeah. Want to be fine. We could do that other trick again. See if we can keep it below, come back, cut it through. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how square we feel back here and how trustworthy that is. I have to be right there. Man, that's tight. Tight. All right. Get this train rolling. Stop it right there. Now, that's our offcut. That's crazy. So, what we lost was this plus the width of the blade on the saw, which left us with that, which is good. That gives me close enough to here to feel safe. And I'll put my knife in, I'll figure out what halfway of that is, and then we'll start shaping this thing. Okay? Okay. Ride with a player, ATL, Himalayas, real homies, real G's. Then we out to get that cheese, okay? Ride with some players, ATL, Himalayas, real homies, real G's. Then we out to get that cheese. Y'all don't know about that. That's old school Atlanta hitman Sammy Sam, Big Oak Records. Shout out to the OGs in the Atlanta rap scene. All right. We back. Get you properly seated right here. So this is good. Let's see how we seat in there. From here, in there like the swimmeth where. I like it. It is rubbing. It is rubbing right there. I didn't want to do this, but you made me do it anyway. Just wanted to live my life in peace. Now I gotta cut you. Little song I just made. I'm telling you, if I can get, let me tell you, YouTube success to me let me get me a Wu-Tang / Prof collaboration. This me, Prof, Meth, Shizza, RZA, You may think I'm just a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Before 3 months ago, I never made a knife in my life. I don't know that I've made a fantastic one yet, but I'm on the way to something. I'm talking about, you feel me, cool? Now look how thick that is. We got to get some of that off of there, but not too much because we don't want to get into our stuff on the other side. So we're gonna do some sanding, and then we're gonna do some more sanding, and then we're gonna do some shaping. But before we do, comrade, we gotta get some idea of what this thing is doing inside of the sheath. So just turn it around like that. Make us some mark because these are identical on each side. So if it slides in that way, same thing on that side, it'll slide in this way. Wherever it rests, that's where our blade is inside. So good to know that. Oops. So we'll do that so that we can avoid our blade in our design as we begin our sanding and such. Because this one obviously is going to get quite a bit of it. Quite obviously. I'm going to make that line darker, but I'm not going to put nothing else on it. That line completely disappeared from my old dad eyes. The dad eyes, not dead eyes. Although I'm dead eyes serious about that. Yeah. All right, there's a knife. As a knife. Now we can get that. Let's talk about the shape. Let's talk about the shape. Now, obviously, this is going to be a tucker, right? Going to be a tucker. Going to go in the watch pocket like the rest. Of course, this is still blockish and square, but it'll go in there. And that'll sit just above the top. So that cool part will be right there, right? I'm wondering if I make some texture back here, if that helps keep it in your pocket. I don't know. Don't know. What I am going to do is shave that down so it's not so left-sided. But I do want it thick enough to stay in the pocket because this is a sheath. It's going to be directional. Either way, this is going to be the side that's going to be going towards your body. This is going to be the side that's out. So I'm going to start working on what I think would be an organic way to go for this. So far, it's been just similar to, do I have anything in here? Generally kind of a similar shape to the blade itself, you know what I mean? Just a blunter, rougher sort of scenario. Similarly, but this one's not as stylistically refined for that. You know what I mean? It's made to be comfortable and all that stuff, but it's pretty, but it just fits perfect in the pocket. It's more about that. Sorry, it's all dusty, and I'd be obsessive about showing stuff looking crazy. But that's the idea for this. Something halfway between that and this. You know what I mean? Whereas this one, ugh, dust is everywhere. Whereas this one sits on a desktop, right? But this one's going to be in the pocket, in the pocket. All right. So I think shape-wise, I'm just going to kind of follow the contours of the knife itself. I think I like that. I'm going to put a little curvature right here. It's going to be dangerous. In that piece might get narrower and may come off. I don't know. We will see. Um, but you know where we do all that stuff at? Over at the Magic Center. 1950s technology. Where does it? Cheap dads. Cheap dads, yeah. Let's see. That South Park Doodle West is on point. Thanks, Fish. Ross, Defo Fish, I said that too. Oh man, I like that y'all be appreciating my art. You know, Rob did a what do you call it? A wood burning carving thing. I don't want to call it a thing. Uh, illustration of it. So, you know, homie art. I would never tell you when you're doing it wrong because you're doing it. No many others are not. I like that opinion. I like it. Greetings. How am I doing? I'm good, big goddess. I'm so sorry that I missed you. Long Gecko, Wesley Snipes. Yo. I'll take that. I say we start a club and all get yellow suspenders and call ourselves the Yellow Suspenders Peeps. Mike Osborne. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to work on a suspenders deal right now. I'm gonna let y'all know how it go immediately. Couple earth magnets in the sheath, yes. I do have a couple earth magnets in there, and they are doing wonderfully. Look how, ooh. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Love it. I did that earlier, and they just fell. I have black suspenders and a red cap. Okay, Thomas Beckett, styling on them. Damn, give you some depth, my fresh brother. Plaid, okay. See, I can only pull off like lumberjack colors in plaid. You know what I mean? I don't know. Lumberjack colors, like red plaid and earth tones plaid, damn near camo colors plaid. All right, here we go. Which way? I'm gonna start right here on this monstrosity because it's so aggressive and I need a little aggression. But I also need a mask. Y'all got to be safe around wood, man. When we are sanding wood, we got to keep in mind that we are inhaling wood if we are not doing something to actively prevent that. I have been around wood and sanding my whole life, my whole adult life, but it's been generally outside. And indoor is a different thing. And now my masks have this little button here, and I can unlock it, take that off, take that off, and get rid of that last one, toss it, and just grab another and pop it in. A little tougher to do with the gloves on. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. Make sure you drop some of it on the floor. You know what I'm saying? But one side goes well. And the other one goes over here. And you twist it and locked it in. Ugh. I got these mad cheap on on Amazon. I am a sucker for not posting links, but that's, yeah, I just don't be doing it. I'm working on it though, y'all. I'm working on it. I have so many things to work on, but I obviously get around to most of it. All right, let's hit the gas on this thing, shall we? It's a lot. Maybe we should cut that off, right? I don't know. Let's see if this how it's gonna cut. Not bad. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. It's over here. Let me clear my feet real quick. I don't want stuff underneath me while I'm doing this. I like it. I like it. Pretty nice. Good grain. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Ah, I've been watching you. Girl, I want to know you. Down to the car. Still is. Look out. Oh, girl, I want to know you. I've been watching you. Show you. Nothing to love. Look out. Let's take a quick look at where we are, King. Did he say gang? Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this guy thinking about? What is he saying? Alright. Maybe I won't take that off till some of this settles. So some of this dust settles. Should clean my readers so that I can read your comments in the commenting section. Don't cut yourself on that. I'll try my best. That hip thrust almost cost you. Always. Listen, a hip thrust, you're always risking something. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? 62 people streaming and 44 likes. Goodness gracious. Low down, dirty, dastardly devils, yeah. All right, let's see. See, now it's not 50-50 here because the entire knife is inside of this side, and this is just sort of a cover on that. So don't let it fool you. Oh no. What we're looking for is symmetry with the knife best we can without compromising the things that are inside there, the magnets over there. So we can't go too deep or we start to break it. But right now we're looking good. I feel like we get a nice clean line right there. And then we start shaping it round. I think this one need to be round a little bit. Yeah. Fit in the pocket. Fits in the pocket like that. But once it's round, but even like that, stay in the pocket, pull your knife out easy. Put it back, no problem. Stay in there easy. Alright. We ain't done sanding. We are not done sanding. This looks good. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna clean up a little bit of that on the back, but I'm gonna taper this in just a little bit. Just a little bit, because I like it's gonna be in a pocket, so it needs to be smooth, you know what I mean? It needs to be smooth. What steel am I using? I'm using a tool steel that came from Use a blade, baby. And then I heat treated it. And then I quenched it. And then I put it in the oven and tempered it. And then I brought it back out. And then I cut it up. Made a blade, baby. We're working on it. I really may recut this entire blade just to get rid of those scratches that I missed on the earlier sands. I don't know. I'll see. But right now, looking good, baby. To me, I don't want to be that guy. You understand what I'm saying? To me, it looks good. What can I say? To me. To me. All right. Y'all don't want to look at me. Look at this. Look at it. All right. Okay. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. You could have put it on your own fan. You could have tried out with it like that. Oh. So many chances. Creating so many chances. Oh my God, man. How's it doing, brother? Deep breath. Like, it's the message. Did you know if you sting the plant, they're healthier? Same is true to humans. Oh, oh, so good. Yeah, man. We're achieving something. Whether or not it's worth a darn, I'll know whether or not it's a likable thing by my likes and subscribes at the end of the live. But right now, what I got. So here's a question. Does that go away? Or is that nice enough to stay? That is a valid question. Also, same question about the back. We've gotten that so thin, it's delicate and fragile now. In fact, a little piece chipped out. I think it's time to go ahead and sacrifice that dream. Call it a valiant effort and make our knife look a little more uniform. Yeah. But then without that, does that hold up design-wise? You know what I mean? Maybe. Let's see. We spent a lot of time keeping that little purple one though, didn't we? Nick says, my suspenders are green. Dope. Post them on the page, man, the community. Looking good, says Emma Call. Appreciate that, brother. I'm trying to do right by the wood you sent me. I'm trying to do right by it. So far, so good, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and shave that right on off. I've been contemplating it. I wonder if I can get rid of it in a smoother fashion on that belt sander over there. But maybe not. I'm going to focus on one side at a time. So I keep the visuals good on the contour. Pretty clean so far. This one, however, is thin and fragile. And I don't want to try to squeeze that sander down in there. Give this a shot. That didn't work. Didn't work. Didn't work worth a hoot. The only answer is heavy equipment. I should have known that. Don't got a motor. And I don't want her. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Come on over here so you can look at what I'm doing. Come on over here so you can look at what I'm doing, boy. See me better over here anyway. Let me go this way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Now remember, this is going in a pocket. It needs to have no sharp edges, angles, nothing uncomfortable. I'm saying that to you like you're my shop apprentice or something. My bad. I remember, boy, always sand towards yourself. Mm-hmm. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I like it. I think we're getting there. Like a nice clean thing now. And we do have to do some hand sanding. I like to call it hand sanding because you see, I'm using my feet. Keep grabbing this piece, and that piece doesn't have adhesive backing. Like a fool. Tricked again. Bumbling earth. Hit these seams just to make sure we don't have any epoxy squeezing through, ruining our lives. Get it? Literally? Lives? Oh, you don't get it. Never really liked my jokes. Might as well just admit it now. Jake, yo, man, you having so much fun in here. Keep doing you, brother. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate you supporting my personality disorder. It's refreshing. This will be the first time I'm seeing the maple finished. I've not made anything with it yet. Yo, word. Hey, Doug Crawley, how you doing, sir? I'm sorry, it says Douglas. I shouldn't be so informal. My apologies. I don't even know you like that, Dougster. Dun-dun-dun. I think this maple is going to blow our minds. Just when I put the epoxy on it, I had a little moment. You know what I mean? Look at that. You know what I'm saying? I had a little moment where I was like, oh, I just gotta. And then I was like, chill, bro. Chill. Now, this kind of finishing This fine finishing is what you go see Mr. McCall do over there. Man, this is not a tenth of what he does when he's making these fantastic earrings. Crazy. Mother's Day is around the corner. And you know, some people's mamas a little too mama-like to be walking around with Wu-Tang medallions. Some want a gentler, softer look. You know what I'm saying? The queen bee, if you will. You can kind of see the marbling starting to shine through a little bit just in the sanding. It's going to be crazy, man. Crazy, man. You crazy. You're crazy. How many Will Ferrell fans do we have in here? Love Will Ferrell. Softening these corners. Softening all of these edges, baby. You don't want your dad getting poked with his tool, let alone this tool holder. Right? What kind of kids are you? Look, this is crazy. Bam. Look at that. This brings any sandpaper back. It's crazy. Just immediately back in business. I'm a little excited about this Sapele too. Look at that. Like that's the finished side. That's the piece we cut off of this over on the table saw. I feel like I could make veneers so daggone god dang accurate. I'm gonna say it like that from now on. Accurate. Because it's so daggone accurate. Alright. Stop mucking around with. You need to get to that 220. Gotta make sure our shape is good. Gotta make sure we don't have any discoloring that we're not happy with. Into well. Send it down to the very last compound. I'm also going to sand down the entrance to the sheath. Just taper it. That way, hits that rim and it wants to go the way we want it to go. You know what I mean? Don't have to vacuum out all that dust though. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Pretty bye-bye. Thing's starting to look like a shark. Turn on, turn on, turn on, Okay. Sorry. Sorry, old chap. I got distracted by my mental health disorder. I still need 220. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see if I can clean it with the old sponge-a-roo. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, it's working. Bam. Turn this around the other way. Maybe you can see it a little bit. Almost sanded the sponge with the brick. The sanding is not like, all that dramatic. No, it's tiresome. You've grown weary. It's only natural. Point me to my car. I'll be on my way. Oh man, I thought I was on camera. Thought I was giving you the good looks. I wasn't doing jack. Tripping, dog. Tripping. My bad. Baby Shack, doo doo doo. Don't get that song stuck. I know it's stuck in your head. You got little kids. I got teenagers. They're done with that. They're done with it. They want cars now. They all want cars now. Mm. Now or never, you know what I'm saying? Something in there, get it now when you don't get it. I'm going to go all the way back to the green real fast right here and get that. That's a little chatter. A little Tulio. You know what I'm saying? Dang it. That was the 80. I didn't want to do that. Now I got to sand out those marks. Catastrophe. Catastrophe. Quickly, boy, fetch me my paper. Hmm. Then it just turns out fantastic, right? You do it, you do it, you do it. You look up and you've done it dope. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about you. What have you been diligently doing lately? Working on and developing. Go to 400, then 000, steel wool. I don't have any steel wool, but I do have some 400. That I do have. I got 400, got 600. Hell, I got a couple thousand. But yeah, we can go higher. I am super game for it. Let's go. Let's clean this off right quick though. A little light dusting. The other pools. Hope y'all having a good day. Scotch Brite and Heat does the same as the wool. See, I don't have Scotch Brite. I don't. I don't know why. I've never used really a Scotch Brite pad or anything as a sanding method. I don't think. I only really use it when I'm cleaning tile on cleaning grout. Sometimes of tile it's gotten set a little early or a little late. Come on now, cut it out. Keep doing what I tell you. Tell you. I love catching these little doggone insider tips though from y'all. Echo Woodcraft, you are full of them. That's awesome. Every time I talk to you, I learn a new thing about wood or finishes. And I'm going to make that finish that you were telling me about. I just got to get the poly. But I'm going to get it. Mm, mm, mm. I know y'all are out there like bored to death. Like he's been polishing it for 2 hours. Hasn't been 2 hours, but it has been a couple hours. It's been 1 hour, 32 minutes. .600 grit. Whew. Lord. I'm gonna polish his edge because I want it all to look like that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look what's getting ready to happen. Look what's getting ready to happen. And this stuff is still sanding. You know, you can feel like sometimes you're burnishing and whatnot. This is still sanding at 600 grit. You're still sanding. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You didn't think that song was coming. You ain't been around this channel that long. Oh, all right. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna get the vacuum and suck all the dust off of it, out of it. Then we're gonna get to some fitting and some finishing. Together, we're gonna find our way. Together, we're gonna make our way. All right. There ain't no nothing we can love each other through. Getting that little bit of epoxy out of the entryway of our sheath here. I have been very involved with this. I've been checking my chat, but what's better be two sanding than me, big dog? Better you sanding than me. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. You are carving your gloves right to sand all over your gloves. You are changing your gloves, right? You got sand all over. Oh, yeah. Well, this is not actually sand. This is just my brown skin showing through my gloves. See? I get the illusion though. But you know, I sucked my hands clean as well with the sander. But we almost there. Okay, let's just get the stuff. Let's just get the daggone stuff. Boy, linseed oil. Oh, let's check this real fast. Gotta make sure the doggone knife fits the sheath and everything is as it should be and looks cool. Ah. That's a good enough fit for me. Back's a little dull. What if I rounded that a little bit? I don't know. That might not be necessary. It's always going to be on the inside of the pocket. All right. Go ahead and put some finish on that thing. ladies and gents. Ladies and gents. Real quick, though. Real quick. Give me 2 seconds to just get myself a couple of photos of this in this state. All right. Let us see what we can do now. I'm going to go back in my chat, get back to you guys. And looks like somebody has something. March 13th to March 18th, March 20th, Lexington, Kentucky, going to have Jason Weekend. He going to be there in the original. Jason going to be there on Friday night, Saturday song, big autographs, fro. Don't know what you talking about. All right. So I'm glad you got your announcement done. Adios, muchacho. Get one of these here. Hey, I'm gonna give you some time to think about your actions. All right. Yeah. Don't know, I'm like slightly addicted to the effects of the boiled linseed oil on things. I feel so ridiculously excited about it every time. Every time. I'm gonna be excited again this time. You're just gonna have to deal with it, okay? Okay. Cool. Okay. And I'm gonna have to record it on this. It is so dramatic. So dramatic. Look at this. Look at this. These contrasting colors. I knew it. What? Let me go ahead and get that out of the way. And get down in there. I appreciate the 50 of y'all who stayed put and wanted to see this. I hope it's paying off for you. I think that's really nice. I think that's really, really nice. And got a little bit of oil to get down in here. And I'm gonna squeeze it in there tight. Yeah, let it run down. Oh my goodness. Like a freaking bowling ball, yo. That's so crazy. That's so bananas. That is very impressive to me. Sorry, I had to record it on my other camera too. So Have some video. Love to see it. Thank you so much. It's very, 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 very man, y'all. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. There are hints of blue in here on top of the purple. This is so magical. Like I'm gonna try to get you really wow. That is nice. And that's the wood. Like I'm not responsible for the wood. That is M. McCall who put that together for me. Um, Eco Woodcrafts. Go over there and you'll see this kind of treatment regularly. And here too, as long as as long as he's my friend. Oh man, good God Almighty! Now I'm gonna put another quick coat on this, just because I want to know what's happening with it. It's almost at the end of its need. This is like the fourth treatment of linseed oil I put on it, and it's starting to level out. It's just starting to be its normal look. What we got? Still let a little of that oil soak in, help it out a little bit, rubbing it in. Learned that from a friend, Lions. Lions Fix It Shop. Look at that. Like I don't want to look over this really, really nice wood here either. This is beautiful stuff. Everything about this knife, all the woods involved. This is a silky oak, I found out. Look at that handle, a little optical illusion with the wood grain that it does. And this is just gorgeous stuff here. And then just a slow turn and a slow burn. Love it. Might be a favorite. Might be a favorite. And the blade has what I learned today, a chiseled edge. Means one side is dead flat, one side carries all the bevel. I like it. I like it. And you hung out with me, my friends. You hung out with me, and I love you for that. Love you for that. That's a $400 knife, maybe more. Thank you. Brown Sugar, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Well, you might find out what it is soon. I gotta put the website together. Love it. Love it. Heat treated and everything. So I'm so happy to be able to produce stuff now that I can count on the quality of the steel, being a relative novice. But yeah, I love that. I'm very, very, very grateful to Kay McCall in the chat who provided every single piece of wood in this knife and sheath. Thanks, man. Thanks a bunch. Thank all of y'all for hanging out. It has been epic. I've thoroughly enjoyed this knife build and all of you hanging out with me. I was worried about it for a little while. I wasn't sure. what we're going to end up with. And we ended up with something real nice that I'm real happy to see. And I'm real happy to post about. So I'm geeked. So I'm going to go upstairs and see if my wife can still be impressed by stuff that I do. Thank you so much. Um, Also, check my community. I am going to be posting the earrings that I got from Kay McCall, aka Echo Woodcrafts, for my wife, but she's a little under the weather right now. But when she's a little bit better, she'll model them for me, take some photos, post them for you. I can't stop looking at it. I can't stop looking at it. It's crazy. I'm trying not to be vain about it, but I really, really like how this turned out. So I'm gonna take off. Thanks again, everybody who came out. Let me put my glasses on because if somebody's saying goodbye to me, I gotta say goodbye to them. And this is gonna be it for me for tonight. Um, I might try to put a short together. I might not, and then I'm off to bed. I think old man cleaning his glasses and reading the chat. Isn't that crazy? Corrupt Dynasty says, needing silver work, I got you. Oh, word? You do the silver work? That's dope. No excuses for mixing boxing. It's 12 a.m. John Parham calling me out. Yo, I dozed off on the big fights the other day. What's crazy is I was in Greg Hackett's chat when I did. Oh, it was wild business. Goodness, Wes, that is sick. Thank you, Fetty. I appreciate that. CAD designer and all that. Word, Corrupt Dynasty. That's dope. We should definitely connect. Get down on the channel. We will see you all the time. Come in the community, post stuff. I got a Discord now. I don't know how to use it worth a crap, but I got one. So I think my wife and children may help me figure it out. But I do have one. So I'm trying to figure out ways to be able to connect with people and things like that. But I'm super excited about how this knife turned out. Super excited about y'all having hung out with me. I look like your lesbian grandma? Word? This was crazy. She's your grandma. So your grandfather, hmm, your grandfather was after somebody that looked like me. Maybe that's why you tuned in too. I was just on a live with crackheads fighting in central London. Oh my God. I can't believe y'all, man. I'll be doing too much on here. Let me get up out of here. Crazy work, John Power. What's going on with them today? I don't think they realize. This is the crazy thing about the internet, is that people don't have to have hands. The person couldn't say that at Walmart, at the shoe store, nowhere. Hey man, brothers, clean out black man, keep shining. Hey, give it to me, partner. John Parham says facts. Word is born. My peoples. This is the thing. Y'all see them badges? Y'all see a sheriff is in town? I was just trying to sleep on it like that blue Wu-Tang badge on my peoples ain't working. Yo, check this out though. Real quick, y'all. I just put in new emojis down there. If y'all want, y'all can check them out and see how they work. I'm gonna just pop some of them up in the chat, and then I'm gonna do some more. I gotta work on it. Try to put some emojis. Try to build things up here. You know what I'm saying? Try to make it more fun in this piece. For the members and stuff, they get special emojis and junk. But I'm gonna try to work on it, get the graphics together. Right now, they're just images of me doing stuff. But thank y'all so much, man. I'm trying to do stuff. I just can't stop looking at this night. I'm gonna go upstairs and hold on to it for the rest of the night. And I'm gonna get out of here. Man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Fede, yes, the W's, throwing them up. I knew I had some memberships in here. I knew I had a member in here. It is. The spaghettis. Thank y'all. Oh snap! I'm at 99. I'm gonna stick around for 100 likes. I got to. I'm gonna just keep holding this up until that thing clicks over one more time, and then I'm gonna give y'all the peace sign and get up out y'all. I miss blacksmithing. Maybe I would try it again if I have the strength. I would give it a shot. Now, this type of blacksmithing did not require the big mallet work or even the furnace. What I did, just torch my blade with map gas and a map torch till it was non-magnetic, quenched it in canola oil. But I cut the blade uh, with my grinder, which is a lot less strenuous than that mallet. Sometimes people have shoulders, elbows, or wrist stuff, and that big sledge can be some work. Oh, I'm at 101. Yes, sir. I'm out of here. 104. Boy, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I ain't even trying. Y'all so awesome, man. Thank y'all. Anybody that hit that like, I appreciate you. Subscribe, come hang out. Hang out with us anytime. All my members, they got questions. I got answers. I try to address all my members in the members chats and stuff like that. And I also try to make sure that I acknowledge y'all every opportunity I get. Thank y'all so much, man. Y'all making this come true for me. I love it. Thanks a lot. West does it. Salute. Peace to y'all, family. Thank you, everybody. I'm out.